What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Nick Alberici here, back with Week 8 NFL picks and predictions. Um, yeah, before we get started here, um, I'm just letting everybody know. It's not really like a lot of people don't announce it, but I do because I really don't care. Um, you could tell I'm not sick, but somehow, some way, last night I tested positive for COVID. But like you could just tell, I feel 100%. So still here doing the predictions. Nothing's gonna stop me from doing that. The only thing is just not in school. So um, hopefully we have another good week. Last week was okay. Some of the games were surprising. Like Kansas City didn't look good. Uh, uh, I mean, even like teams like the Rams, they won, but they didn't look good. But so here we go. So it's just another week, week 8. This is the halfway point of most fantasy leagues, and next week's the halfway point of the NFL season. So Thursday night football, Packers Cardinals. Arizona is 6.5. Now, if Devontae Adams was there, because he'll probably be out because COVID, um, this would be a closer game. But no matter if he's there or not, I'd still pick Arizona here. Um, just the Cardinals to me, like they're 7-0. But like to me, like they don't really scare me as much because like when they played us, they barely beat us. And all I know it was week 2, but like I don't know, like they're very beatable. But Green Bay here, they might struggle in this game without Adams. Um, Luckily, it's a good Thursday night game though. I'm glad that we get to see a good game though. It's still a good game. But Arizona should win this game. I'm gonna give Arizona because I'm gonna say 30. I want to give Arizona a 10-point win here, 30-20. I just think like Rodgers. I just don't know. You know what I mean? But Arizona should definitely win this game. So this should be a good game though. I can't wait for it. The teams on buys this week are the Raiders and the Ravens. So only 2 teams this week. Now we're on the Halloween football Sunday on Halloween. We start with Panthers at the Falcons. Atlanta is 3-point favorites. Before the Panthers played the Giants, I had the Panthers winning this game. But now, since they looked like shit last week, total shit, I'm gonna take the Falcons here. Um, I don't understand it. If you can't move the ball against the Giants, how are they gonna stop Pitts and Ridley in Atlanta? You know what I mean? This will be another low scoring game for both teams. Really low scoring. Like I'm gonna say, another 10-point game. I'm gonna say 20-10. Falcons take this. Um, I don't know. The Panthers looked like God against us the last 8 minutes of that game. Go before overtime 2 weeks ago, but then last week they scored 3 points. I mean, I don't know. It's how football is. But the Falcons will take that W. Here's another game I'm not going to spend much time on. This is actually right here. This is my lock of the week right here. You have 2 games on here. Rams, Texans could be one, but this is mine right here. I'm gonna take the Bills in my lock of the week over the Dolphins because Buffalo's 13.5 at home. Miami just flat out stinks. They just I mean, last year they were good, barely missed the playoffs. They were 10-6, and this year they've laid an egg. Um, Josh Allen off the bye. Um, should have a great game. You know what I mean? Like right off the bye after that tough loss in Tennessee, that was a really tough loss for him. So they ain't gonna lose to this team. They have no business. So really think it's gonna be a blowout, like 38-14 Bills. I Miami, there's no way because Tua, I'm not a fan of Tua. There's no way he's gonna move the ball down the field and keep up with that Bills. So that's my lock of the week right there, Buffalo. This game should be a decent game. 49ers at the Bears. Just decent. Just decent. The Bears last week, they're another team that didn't look good. They'll be without their head coach, probably Matt Nagy on the sidelines. San Fran's 3.5 here. Both these teams need wins, but I'm going to take the 49ers. They need a bit more, and they're just a better team here. I'm really confident that Jimmy G has a bounce back week. I mean, last week was all raining and shit like that over there in San Fran. Um, Debo, it's just gonna be that type of game. So it's gonna be like a 4-point win, like 24-20, 49ers here. So that 3.5 line is gonna, you know what I mean. So just yeah, I mean, I'm not a Justin Fields guy, but I'm still gonna give it a close game because these teams will remind me they're like the same team. You know what I mean? I mean, they're just both like mediocre. They're just they're there. You know what I mean? But 49ers are obviously the better team here, so give me the Niners in that game. Steelers at the Browns. Cleveland is 3.5. We know Keenum's going to be starting again. So I mean, over/under is only 42.5. This is really a tough game to choose. It really is. But Chubb is back this week. What I'm hearing, I think I got to double check, but I believe he is. So the Browns, I think, win this game. The Steelers are just, to me, I'm just not a Steelers guy. I've always liked Keenum. It says on fantasy apps Mayfield's questionable, but I don't think he's gonna play. I mean, why would they? So it's gonna be Keenum. I think the Browns will be another low scoring game because the Browns couldn't really do anything last week. So I mean, I'm gonna say today, this game, I'm gonna say 21. It's 21-17 is fine. That's fine. It's just yeah, just that type of game. You know what I mean? Both teams will struggle, but Cleveland will just do enough. I mean, I think Myles Garrett could get the Big Ben. And the defense over there in Cleveland is pretty strong. So give the Browns a W there. Here's a game that a lot of people are going to be surprised that I'm going to pick here. Eagles at Lions. I'm going to go with the Lions at home. They're due for a win. I mean, the Eagles are the team to do it. The Eagles they're a mess. They just it's weird. They come alive late in games. They score. I mean, they score real early in the game, but like they just like die offensively. Periods two or not periods. I'm thinking of school here. Quarters 2 and 3 and late first quarter. But yeah, the Lions are due for a win. They've been playing really good, even though they've lost their 0-7. They don't put up much points. The Eagles really don't either. Lions right here are going to hit a last-second field goal as time runs out, 23-20 to beat the Birds. Eagles fans are going to be ranting about this. There's been so many tough losses for the Lions this year, man. The Ravens, Minnesota, stuff like that. So they're due for a win, and they got to get one now. So I think they get one at home. Titans, Colts, even. So this game's a pick'em. It's a pick'em, but I don't know. That's a weird line. It really is. I don't know what this is begging you to take. I'm just gonna take the Titans. I trust them more. I mean, who do you trust more? I mean, because I'm just thinking it's weird because they just beat the Bills and KC. I don't know. I'm just still going to take the Titans. I trust them more. I trust Julio, A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry, Tannehill compared to Wentz, Taylor, Hines, Cox, Hilton, Pascal, and Pittman. Yeah, that's a weird line. It really is. But I think the Titans win by 7, 24-17. Just, I don't know. It's a weird. I can't give any comment on the game. I just think the Titans win. I can't comment on it. It's just should be a good game. It should be one of the top games that it really win those. That's what I'm gonna say. That's my comment. Bengals Jets. It's in Jets. Bengals are 10.5. If the Bengals just beat, they could struggle in this game. After a big win off the Ravens, they really could. But they better not because I have Burrow in fantasy, so he better, because I have Lamar on a bye in one of my leagues, so he better do well. This is going to be a game right here where Jamar Chase continues what he's been doing. And the Bengals come out with a 34. Is what's his name out? Because I don't pay attention to the Jets. Is the cute Wilson out? Because if he is, Mike White's horrible. So it'll be like 31-30. Either way, I'm just going to say 31-13 Bengals. But if Mike White's starting, that's piss poor. He stinks. But yeah, Bengals will win that game. Next game, Rams Texans. I said lock of the week, Bills, but I mean, both these games are debatable. I mean, the Rams aren't going to lose to this stinking Davis Mills or David Mills, whatever the hell his name is. Like I said, if you don't do it, if he's on my fantasy team, he don't do nothing for me. What do I care? Yeah, Rams absolutely. Texans get destroyed again. Maybe they won't score 5 points, but they'll score this week 10. Hey, they scored 5 more points than last week. 34-10 Rams here. Yeah, just that's that type of game. All right, on to the 4 o'clock window. The 4 o'clock. We have 4 games. It's probably gonna be, it's during a lot of people probably saying, "Oh, they can't enjoy my 4 o'clock games because you have people knock on your door, trick or treating, and all that." Shout out, especially me being sick. I'm supposedly sick, but I don't feel it. I don't go out anyway. I stopped doing that. Last year I did because I'm in 11th grade. Last year I did because my buddy wanted to, and I said, "All right, fine." He said free candy, but yeah, that was my last year doing it. Last year I'm not a little kid no more. But here we go, 4 o'clock games. Patriots Chargers. Los Angeles is 6-point favorites. I had no choice this week. I had to pick up Chargers D in both leagues. So hopefully they win, and they will win. I don't think Belichick's going to go cross country like that. And last year they went there and they killed the Chargers. I remember that. But this year they're not going to do that. It should be a good game though. It still should be, because Belichick's never out of a game. Give me the Chargers here on a 28-17 win. It's gonna be a tough game. They won't be out of it. The Patriots, the Chargers will get like a last minute field goal or something, but like 2 minutes left or something like that to go up by 11. You know what I mean? Or even 10, 27, 17, 28, 17, don't matter. But that's my prediction right there. And the Chargers, they're just a better team here. So, yeah. Next game, Jaguars at Seahawks. Seattle's 3. Seattle hasn't been playing well. Geno Smith's that bad. Jaguars coming off that win. They're tough to pick. If it was in Jacksonville, I'd probably feel confident with the Jags. But over here, Seattle's due for a win. So they'll get that win at home. Geno Smith thinks so. I wouldn't be surprised if they lost. It's gonna be really low scoring. This is my low scoring affair of the week. Both of these teams stink. I'm gonna give it a weird score because it's just two weird teams. I'm gonna say 19-10 Seahawks. Just a weird score. Yeah, probably why not 20, but 19 because I don't know. 19-10. Both these teams really can't move the ball. That type of game. Come on. It's Seahawks. They'll get their meaningless win, in my opinion. They're still in it, obviously, because if Russell Wilson comes back, but I don't think they're better than, the Saints. I don't think they're better than the Vikings. I don't think they're better than the Niners. I don't even think they're better than the Bears until Wilson comes back. But, yeah, so Seahawks win. Washington football team at Denver Broncos. Denver is 3-point favorites. Yeah, Denver should win this game. They stuck around with Cleveland last week. Washington, I gotta sip my water real fast. Washington, I don't understand it. I'm not gonna lie to you, they played not bad last week against Green Bay and not play bad. It's a couple turnover mistakes, but overall they look decent. So they look decent. They just over under in this game is 43.5. They look decent. There's a couple turnovers. They screwed up in some areas, but they could have won that game last week in Green Bay. They really could have, but that's what happens when turnovers cost you. But Denver will win here. It'll just be a close game all through the game. Give me 23-17 Broncos right here. Yeah, I just feel more confident in Teddy and all that. So there you go. Buccaneers Saints. Tampa Bay is 5.5. I was shocked that Pete Prisco picked the Saints to win. I don't understand that. I don't know. But Buccaneers, I don't think Tom Brady's gonna lose like that. Division rival at home, and the Saints. If Breeze is there, it could be a little bit different, but he ain't gonna lose to Winston. Tampa Bay gets a W here. I really think it'd be high scoring now. It's just how sometimes how football is. Seattle looked bad Saints looked bad last week at Seattle, and then they'll come home and they'll play decent. Close game's gonna be. I'm gonna give it a close score on what you guys might think. I'm gonna say 31-24 Buccaneers. Yeah, I mean, just Tom Brady doesn't make enough plays to get the win. So that's a game in the 4 o'clock windows. So there you go. There's a game I'm waiting for. Sunday Night Football, Cowboys, Vikings. Over-under's 55 on this game. 55. Dallas is 2.5. This game, I wish I could sit here all day and tell. It's going to be a shootout. Don't get me wrong. It's the only game I'm going to say of the week. It could go either way. Patrick Peterson's out for us. Dak's on the greater shape for them. I don't know if Gallup's playing for them. They have a couple guys out on day. Halloween, weird things happen. Sunday Night Football. We're home. Our fans are going to be loud. It's a weird game, man. But it's going to be a shootout. Last second, something's going to happen again. I want to say 33-30 Vikings get the W right here. They need it because we're probably going to lose in Baltimore the following week. We need it. But this is the only game I'm going to say through the week. I'm confident the Vikings get this win. I'm not confident in it, but it could go either way. I wouldn't be surprised if I pick the Cowboys. I wouldn't be surprised if I pick the Vikings. The other outcome happen, I'll say, there you go. But I'm just thinking about the matchups over here. The receivers are sort of the same. Jefferson's better than CeeDee Lamb. He's better than him. People could be debate, but Jefferson's better. Not by much, but he's better. Then Amari Cooper and Thielen is right there. Most people would probably say Amari Cooper because he's more bigger. So right there, you're split on the receivers. The running back, Dalvin Cook. I'd take it a landslide over Elliott. Elliott, he's just, I don't know, he's weird. He's just a weird type of player. I know Cook gets hurt a lot too, but Cook's more. If Cook stays healthy compared to healthy Elliott, Cook all day. And Cousins and Dak, obviously people are going to say Dak. I agree, but because Dak's younger and he's more, you know what I mean. But Cousins, he's been more smarter at the football. If you go by the defenses, both have some holes to fill, but both have been playing well. And our offensive line's been playing really well too. So if that holds up, that's big. Should be a really good game. I'm not going to lie. I'm not saying this because I'm a Vikings fan, but it should be one of the better Sunday night games of the year. We did have Baltimore KC at the beginning of the year. That was a good game. But yeah, this is going to be a good game. I don't know. If the Vikings lose, I'll say, all right, well, if you put up a fight, I'll be like, all right. But, I think in this game, another factor could be is too, the number 3 receivers for each team. It really could. If Gallup don't play for them, who's their number 3? Is it Albert Wilson, I think? I don't know. But our number 3 is KJ Osborne. He's been playing really well. And we got D.D. Westbrook. So just stay tuned. This is going to be a good Sunday night game. So, and no matter what happens, I don't have to worry about, I don't care if this game got over 12:30. I ain't going to school next day. I'm out until November 8th. So, so it should be a good game. Then we end the week with a bummer. Monday Night Football, Kansas City versus the Giants. It's a bummer because KC's not going to lose to the Giants, and the Giants aren't going to win 2 straight. Mahomes, he ain't going to lose 2 in a row and go to 3-5. So they need a win. They'll win by 17 here at 34-17. And that's a wrap. So that's all I got to say. There's nothing really I could say here, but that's week 8. So let me know, obviously, what you guys think on these games. We're going to close the door on October already. Then we're going to head into November for football. It'll be week 9. next week. Hopefully, we get some good games here. Um, so yeah, and I'm already looking at next Thursday night's game. We have a bummer Monday, and we have a bummer next Thursday with Jets Colts. So nobody really cares. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Uh, should be a couple good games here and there. Hopefully, there's really no blowouts. You know what I mean? I don't want to see. When I watch football, I want to see good games. I don't want to see blowouts. I mean, I don't mind if Minnesota blows out a team. I don't care. Or no offense to any Eagles fans, if they get their doors blown off, or if the Packers get their doors blown off. They're the two teams I just can't stand. But anybody else, I just want to see a good game. But if the Eagles and Packers are playing each other, obviously it depends on the circumstances. You gotta cheer for the Eagles probably, but it's really tough. I mean, I just don't like both, but I can't stand Eagles fans. But yeah, I can't wait for another week. It sucks. I'll have to probably sit on my couch, yeah, with the COVID. Probably gonna have to. I hate it. I dread it. I probably have to sit there with the mask on. I hate it. You don't know how bad I hate it. But I don't know. I just I just don't know. But all right, well, let me know what you all think. Week 8 already here, and before you know it, I don't want to rush things, but if you do rush things, you're kind of gonna get to the baseball season, which I don't know. Yeah, I like baseball better, obviously. And hopefully you guys enjoy the World Series. Remaining Braves already up 1-0. I really don't care who wins. To me, it don't matter. If the Astros win, all right, so be it. If the Braves win, they're in my division, but I don't know. But hopefully you guys enjoy that. Hopefully enjoy the games. Let me know what you think. And by next Wednesday's prediction, to me they still have the COVID, but my opinion it'll be out of me. So hopefully everybody has a good week and enjoy the games. Skol Vikes.